All right, so those of you that would like me to read your syllabus to you, here we go. Course description. Who am I? Where am I going? How do I decide? In the Prayer and Sacrament course, seniors will explore these persistent existential questions through the rich tradition of the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola, inviting students to explore Ignatius's vision of God's Ignatian prayer and methods of discerning God's will in our lives. Rituals, particularly the Christian sacraments, will provide a vehicle for expressing your experiences on this journey into the big questions. Students will gain new perspectives on their experiences at Jesuit High in theology, Christian service, and retreats to prepare him for the next chapter of his life. In addition to prayer and sacraments, liturgy workshop is about the liturgy. Our second goal in this class is to understand our role as leaders in the liturgy. What are the skills we need? We are privileged to be chosen to lead a gym full of people in prayerful song many times throughout the year. How do we do that well? To understand this role, we strive to develop a deeper understanding of the Mass and the amazingly rich rituals of the Church. This is our context and why our class exists. The Mass may be familiar to us, but the ritual holds great riches. There are depths of meaning that as children we could not grasp. In Liturgy Workshop, our third goal is to unlock some of those hidden riches of the Mass for our own spiritual growth. Finally, Liturgy Workshop intentionally brings together a diverse group of students. Liturgy Workshop has a long tradition of being a place where the Jesuit Brotherhood has deep roots. It comes out of the commitment to making good music, a dedication to becoming leaders in the school, and a desire to deepen our faith and to do these things together. Our final goal is to build the brotherhood woven together by our faith. My teaching philosophy. I believe that the teaching is to correct and to learn is to revise. I believe that the best teachers give students timely and helpful corrections so that students can correct their mistakes, master new skills and material. I will offer students feedback on all assignments and help them to correct errors and master the new skill or material. I use a blended, self-paced teaching model to facilitate student learning, no matter the time or place. This model gives students freedom and flexibility to use my class time as they see fit within the context of their whole schedule at Jesuit High School, while allowing them to complete the work for this class at any time and place. I use this model for two reasons. First, I use this model so that students develop the ability to be self-directed learners that will make them successful college students. Second, I use this model so that I am neither holding students back nor rushing students through the material. Third, I use this model so that absences, theirs or mine, do not interrupt the course. The major standards. Ignatian spirituality. Students can apply Ignatian spirituality to his life. Students can understand and respond to the reality that God loves him and all creation into existence and desires a personal relationship with all human beings. Prayer. The student encounters God through a rich repertoire of traditional and Ignatian forms of prayer, the nature of the relationship of trust and friendship with Jesus. Discernment. Students can make wise decisions and determine the best course of action in their life situation using various discernment tools. The cross. Students can understand and respond to the reality of suffering and death of Christ as a model of a self-sacrificial love that suffers and ultimately liberates. Vocation. Students can interpret the movements of God in their deepest selves, access God's call to service. The sacrament. Students can articulate how, from the Catholic perspective, the experience of the sacramentals and rituals of the Church support conversion and form disciples. Our textbooks are the Call to Discernment and the Catholic Youth Bible. Our required materials. You should have a class binder or notebook exclusively for this class. It will include your spiritual journal. Sometimes I will require you to do notes or work in the notebook. The following tabs are required: notes, prayer journal, returned assignments, autobiography chapters. Electronic devices. We will regularly use our Jesuit compatible electronic device in class. You will find it easier to do electronic assignments if you have a laptop that can access the Google Suite through the Chrome browser. Students who use another device may have difficulty accessing online material and assignments. To make other arrangements, please see me. Applications we will use this year are Classroom, PowerSchool, Screencastify, Mural, Edpuzzle. Our major learning activities. Students will write a synthesis paper throughout the semester. In this paper, they will reflect on how they experienced God throughout their lives and how God calls them to work with Jesus for the world's salvation. You must come to class each day prepared to learn. The course is self-paced, so students must check their progress daily, revise material, and the skills they have yet to master. Since the class is self-paced, students should keep up with the material while out for an extended absence with COVID and arrange to meet digitally during office hours. Liturgy Workshop's main goal is to serve Jesuit High School by developing knowledgeable, faith-filled leaders. We are chosen Because you bring something unique in talent, desire, faith, and character to the liturgy workshop. You will be challenged to grow in your organizational skills, musical ability, theological knowledge, spirituality, and character. Your class's participation is critical to the success of Liturgy Workshop. Your focus and dedication to excellence in the classroom will make a difference. Outside of class time, you should plan on spending 30 minutes every day reviewing music, reading, and working on assignments. Be prepared. Finally, be aware that Liturgy Workshop will find itself in front of the Jesuit high school community in a leadership role 11 times this year. This more than any other group of students on campus. You are expected to be a model this year, especially to the underclassmen, but also within your class. This expectation comes from the faculty and administration, as well as Ms. Heine and Father Ingebrigtsen. This is quite a responsibility. You were chosen because we believe that you are up to the challenge. Grading policy and scale. At the end of the quarter or semester, your total grade points are divided by the total points possible, which gives you a percentage grade. Your percentage translates into the following letter grades. And A is 100 to 97, A 96 to 93, minus 92 to 90, B plus 89 to 87, B 86 to 83, B minus 82 to 80, plus C plus 79 to 77, etc. An A indicates superior work and proficiency and achievement. A B indicates above average proficiency and achievement. A C indicates satisfactory proficiency and achievement. And a D indicates minimum proficiency and achievement. Unacceptable work is an F. Our grade scale. Our synthesis paper will be worth 200 points in this first semester. We will do them in the end of each unit. Our assignments will be worth another 200 points. We will have those daily. Prayer journal will be worth 50 points, and our liturgies will be worth 40 points each. And those are the Mass of the Holy Spirit, the Freshman Retreat, one alumni Mass, and assisting at, we may have to assist at one of the other class masses on the 5th, 11th, or 19th of October, and the senior class mass on the 26th of October. In the spring semester, we will also do Mother-Son Mass, the All Saints Mass, the Immaculate Conception Mass, and all other liturgies. Actually, this is all this semester, never mind. And then we will have a final exam. Our general course information. All grades will be posted on Classroom and in PowerSchool. Students must turn in all assignments on Google Classroom, even if they are completed through the assignment elsewhere. Absences. The class is self-paced, and students can access all the materials for graded assignments through the course Google Classroom page 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can complete the assignments even if you are not physically present in class. Therefore, there will be no need for extensions due to absences. Now, students who do miss a performance will receive a 0 for the performance. Our daily class policies. It's self-paced, so you will have a lot of freedom to make the best use of your time. Sometimes students will be ahead of the class pace and may even finish a unit early. At those times, they may revise chapters of their synthesis paper, work on other courses, or relax. You will be able to use the restroom whenever the class is not doing a group activity. Our due dates for all assignments are on Classroom. The students are free to work at their own pace within each unit. At the end of the unit will be when the chapter is due. After the unit, the students must submit the whole chapters for a grade, but will not receive credit for old assignments. Students will be able to make up will not be able, to make up missed performances and will earn a 0 for missed performances. Mastery. Students will be assessed by completing sections of each chapter. Students may resubmit each chapter for revision until the whole chapter is due. Students will receive the highest grade they earned for each section. Our academic integrity policy. Every student at Jesuit High School is encouraged to use his intellectual talents to the best of his ability. The personal development of each student, however, is deemed more important than the achievement of academic success. Personal integrity is essential for building community and promoting social justice. To cheat or to enable another student to cheat is to act dishonestly or in violation of established rules, procedures, or codes of conduct. In an academic environment, there are 3 principal forms of cheating: violating the procedures of a test assignment, plagiarizing, and enabling another student to cheat. The second category, plagiarizing, pertains to the rights of intellectual property, the ownership of the content and form of one's intellectual expression. Plagiarism is the appropriation of another's ideas, content, and or language or form, in part or whole, without the necessary assignment of credit. Plagiarism includes copying homework or labs, quoting, paraphrasing, or summarizing another's written work, including sources off the internet or the oral statements without proper citation. Students who are cheating or enabling others to violate the academic integrity, i.e., e.g., plagiarizing a paper, copying homework, violating testing procedures, or cheating on a quiz or exam, or who are involved in academic dishonesty or forgery will be referred to the Dean of Students. Penalties may include a loss of credit for the assignment in question, a failing grade for the paper, test, or examination in question, a failing semester grade for the class, and or disciplinary action up to and including suspension or dismissal if the severity of the infraction is deemed by the principal to be egregious. The dean will notify the student's counselors, parents to determine appropriate punishment, which may include detention, suspension, disciplinary probation, or expulsion, depending on the severity of the offense. My contact information, email is the best way to reach me. It is aaron.ingebretson@jesuithighschool.org. Office hours are usually Tuesdays during community period, and you may please sign up for a slot by following the hyperlink on the syllabus to make sure that you reserve a time with me.